So we're going to continue with part 3 for the chapter multiplication and division of integers for grade 7. Okay, it's a sincere request that please go and watch the remaining parts to understand this part well. Okay, so that you'll understand this part well. Okay, so this is just a kind of a glimpse of what we did in the previous part. Okay, so we had started with division of integers. In that we discussed a few guidelines that are given in the textbook, so I have stuck to that guidelines specifically. Okay, so you're going to divide two integers. 10 divided by 2, the answer is 5. You can write it like that also, 10 divided by 2 or 10 upon 2. Okay, it means the same thing. The answer is 5. This 5 is nothing but the quotient. If you think I'm going a little fast in this video because it's only the revision. Okay, for this part, if you want a clear explanation and I have gone a little slow in the previous part, so please, it's a request, go and watch that video so we can do this exercise with a better understanding. Okay, so 10 divided by 2, 5 is the quotient. So any number when divided by 0, we do not get an answer. A positive number, positive integer divided by positive integer, the quotient is always positive. A negative integer divided by a negative integer, the answer is always a positive. Okay, the quotient is always positive. And when we divide a positive integer by a negative integer or a negative integer by a positive integer, then the quotient is always negative. So these are the few guidelines that it has been given in our book. So let's begin. Let's attempt practice set 9, the first sum. Okay, the first sum is minus 96 divided by 68. So kids, we're not going to see which are the numbers, what is happening. So either you look at, so first you only concentrate on looking at the numbers, forget the sign. Okay, let's do our normal way, how we have gone about it. Minus 96 divided by 16. Units places a even number, so we start cancelling it by 2 or reducing the fraction by 2. Okay, 2 8s are 2 4s are 1 carry 2 8s are. Okay, then 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8. Okay, 2 2s are, so here you can directly do it in 4 times table. 4 1s are 4, 4 6s are 24. So your answer is 6 upon 1 or 6. Now let's put the sign. Negative integer by a positive integer, answer is always a negative integer. Okay, so let's go to the next sum. Sum number 3. Sum number 3 is minus 51 divided by 68. See kids, one more thing, such sums come, you'll get confused as to what to do. We apply division, we apply the divisibility for 2, divisibility for 3, 5, 7, nothing happens. So such numbers, then you'll get confused. So always remember, when you reach this class, you should know tables up to 20. 20 time table you'll know, it will be easier for you to do the sums. More than that, 13 time table, 17 time table, 19 time table, these 3 are a little tricky. So these 3 and these 3 are the ones that most likely your questions are asked from. So do these tables well, and most importantly, if you know tables till 20, everything will become very simple for you. So let's continue our sum. Minus 51 divided by 68. I know they go in 17 times table, so directly I will do 17 3s are, okay, and 17 4s are. So 3 upon 4 is your answer, but this, so minus plus negative integer by a positive integer, quotient is negative. Okay, let's go to the next sum. I told you I'll be doing alternate number sums. Okay, so don't think what is happening over here. 1 3, let's go to the fifth sum. Fifth sum is minus 85 divided by 20. So again, minus 85 divided by 20. Ignore the signs. We are going to see the signs after we finish the sum. Unit place 5 or 0 goes in 5. 5 4s are 20. 5 1s are 5. 3 carry. So that is 17. Okay. So cannot divide further. So answer is 17 upon 4. But let's see the sign. Negative integer divided by positive integer, quotient will be negative. It's an easy way to go about it. I wish you all to do the sum in the same manner. Okay, let's see. So we finished 1, 3, 5. Let's go to sum number 7. Okay, sum number 7 is 100 divided by 60. Okay, how will I do it? 100 divided by 60. 0, 0 gets cancelled. Then 2 3s are 2 5s are. Answer is 5 upon 3. Positive integer by a positive integer always gives me a positive quotient. Okay, or it can be written simply as 5 upon 3. 7, and the last one for this exercise from my side, sum number 9. Okay, 78 divided by 65. Again, one more table that I will tell you all have to do is, first table still 20, then 13, 15, 17, 19. These are the tricky ones. I wish you all to know it by heart. So this comes in table of 15. Okay, so 78 divided by 65. So we know 15 5s are and 15 6s are. So your answer is 6 upon 5. Okay, positive divided by positive, positive integer divided by positive integer. Your answer is positive, or you can only write, don't write positive, sorry, and write it plus 6 upon 5, or you can write it simply as 6 upon 5. So I hope you like this video. Again, I will conclude by saying, if you all want the remaining sums to be solved, please put it in the comment section. As per the demand, I will be making the rest. Okay, and also in the link below there are some sums for practice that you all can attempt. Okay, and you all will also get to know if your answers are right or wrong. Click on the link below and follow the steps so that we can help you with enjoy some of your examples that you can do for practice. And see you all in the next part. Bye.
So hope you've all enjoyed this part of the chapter series just as you would enjoy your favorite book with a hot cup of tea. So ECOT, that is everyone's cup of tea, will bring to you many more such chapter series along with detailed explanation and solution of the exercises that are there in your textbook. We wish to bring to you this and more at zero cost so that the hardest chapters become your cup of tea. So help us by clicking on this button. Get notified about our upcoming chapter series. Also, share it to help us define education through equality. Do message us any doubts that you have on our Instagram handle, everyone's cup of tea, and we promise to answer them. Thank you and keep sipping. Bye.